Hi everybody, Chef Rick here from Nestle Professional Canada. Today I'm going to take you through a recipe for International Chef's Day that you can get together with your kids and as a whole family to put together for a great lunch or a great dinner. It's called our Quinoa and Mushroom Tasty Tacos. Now, let's talk a little bit about quinoa to start with. Here is our quinoa. You can use either red, white, black, any color quinoa you got. I've got a tricolor one here. One thing that you want to make sure that you do with quinoa, first of all, is that you put it in a little sieve like this, and you rinse it off with some water. There can be some bitterness on the outside of quinoa, and you want to make sure you rinse that away. You're then going to take that quinoa, and this is going to be 140 mils, and you're going to put it in a pot, and you're going to toast off the quinoa so it gets nice and dry after you've rinsed it, and then you're going to add in 160 mils worth of veggie stock and 120 mils of water. And then you're going to cook that till it's nice and dry. That'll take anywhere from about 15 to 20 minutes over a little bit of simmer after you've brought it to a boil first. And what are you going to end up with? Well, let me show you. You're going to have this, which is going to be approximately about 480 to 500 mils worth of cooked quinoa. And that's going to be the first part of this recipe for the quinoa and mushroom tasty tacos. So we're going to mix a couple of things together here. I got my bowl, and into my bowl, I'm going to add this quinoa. So one thing that's interesting about quinoa is, guess what? This is actually a seed, and it's not a grain, but a seed. So it's also a good source of protein on top of fiber. Something else that's really, really interesting about quinoa itself is that it has 4 times the amount of iron as brown rice. And iron helps keep your blood oxygenated, so you have lots of energy. So you can tell, guess what? Today, I've had my quinoa tacos before this. So to this quinoa mixture, I'm now going to add a couple of ingredients. This has already been cooked up, and it's nice and fluffy. And what am I going to add? Well, I'm going to add some salsa. So the first part of this, I got a little bit of salsa getting added to this, and this is 80 mils. This is a mango salsa. You can use your favorite kind of salsa that you want. Mango salsa is my daughter's favorite, so that's why I've got that in there. Next, I'm going to add a little bit of ground cumin as a spice. I'm going to sprinkle that in, and that's going to be a teaspoon of ground cumin. Some chili powder. Teaspoon of chili powder. Half a teaspoon of garlic powder. And then 2 teaspoons of olive oil. And I've got that all in there with that quinoa mixture. One thing that I also got on is I've got my oven on at 375 degrees because I'm going to toss this up, and I'm going to bake it in the oven for approximately 20 to 35 minutes. Do a little ground of pepper in there too. Just a little dash of some salt. Let's mix this all together so it's all nice and combined. This is going to build on the flavors of this quinoa and really make it that tasty taco filling. So there we go. All mixed together. Perfect. I'm going to grab this, put this in my bowl. My oven-proof bowl, my oven-proof tray. Flatten her all out. And like I say, this is going to go in the oven now for approximately 20 to 35 minutes at 375. Okay. So in my oven we go. What we're going to do is halfway through that cooking time, we're going to take that spatula or take a spoon and give it a little bit of a toss to make sure that it's all evenly drying out and going through that process of cooking nice and even with all those flavors. So in my oven we go. There we go. Oh, and guess what? Through the magic of TV, I have got something already ready to go in my oven. Let's see. There we go. Look at that. It's a little hot, so I got my little trivet there. And let me lift that up so you can see that. So see, as this is cooked all the way through, and those colors of that salsa, oh, look at that steam coming off there. The aroma is fantastic because you've got that salsa, that mixture of that chili powder, that cumin, that garlic powder, and that olive oil, a little salt and pepper in there. And that's really, really worked well. And as you can see, the salsa and the spices have sort of changed the color of that. And the aroma is fantastic from there. So to that quinoa mixture, now we're going to add some sauteed mushrooms. And that's going to be part of our mushroom tasty tacos. So I've got some mushrooms here that I've sauteed in some olive oil. And I'm going to add that to my tasty taco. One thing about mushrooms are really rich in fiber and vitamins B and D, which actually give you energy and are great for bone health. So we got some tacos to make, so I'm going to throw on a pan on the burner because I'm going to get some corn tortillas, nice, toasty, and hot too. So I've added my mushrooms to this. I'm going to give it a little bit of a toss to make sure that my mushrooms and my quinoa mixture is nice and evenly coated. So there we go. So parents and kids, you can help out with measuring, can help out with rinsing and everything like that. With measuring and rinsing your quinoa, working through. Parents, of course, you're handling the hot stuff in the oven and everything like that. But now, part of the favorite part of making tacos and working with tacos is you get to build some toppings too. So that's hot. I'm going to put that to the side. I got a couple of toppings here that I've prepared for us for our tacos. So what do we got to build some tasty tacos with? Well, we got some spinach, some nice here baby spinach. It's a leafy green and it's rich in vitamin A, C, and K. And those nutrients help our body against certain diseases and they build our immunity health. It's really great green spinach. You can use it. It's so versatile in so many different ways to be able to use. Then, of course, I've got some diced tomatoes for my tacos, nice avocado, some lime, a little cheese that I'm going to shred on top. And this cheese, you can pick any kind that you want, and that's your preference. It can even be vegan cheese. This is cojita cheese. So it's a nice, sharp little Mexican cheese that we have. And as a garnish, I've also got little cilantro sprigs. So let me throw some corn tortillas into my hot pan over here and toast them off. Okay. We're going to get those nice and toasty, and then we're going to build our tacos. Really good here to be able to work on, say, sustainability for food and for good awareness of healthiness for kids. So let's get those toasted corn tortillas. Build my nice little toasty corn tortilla, and we're going to build some tacos here. Okay. Got the toastness on there, nice and hot. Woo. Into the base of those tacos, we're going to throw some of our mixture of our quinoa and mushroom. Into that, quinoa and mushroom, into the other one. And this is where you guys can get together as a family and build. Have some good times and have some fun in being able to build that taco. I'm going to put some spinach in there. I'm just tearing it up loosely. A little bit of my diced tomato. And you can build whatever toppings that you like going through. I've put in these diced tomatoes because that's something that my daughter really enjoys. And then we've got some avocado here, which she's a big fan of avocado. Just got a little bit of citrus on that avocado too, to give it a nice little zip and zing. So my avocado in there. Gonna take a little bit of my cojita cheese, grate that on top. Yummy. And then garnish with a little sprig of cilantro. And there you go. That is your Quinoa and Mushroom Tasty Taco for International Chef's Day. Enjoy. See you later.